What's up, guys? Invincible Season 4 just kicked off by releasing the first 3 episodes. Today we're going to be discussing episode 1 and its impact on the season. Let's go. We open up with a montage of our heroes and see that they've been working tirelessly around the clock neutralizing threats. Mark doesn't seem to take a break. Him or Ollie are constantly flying everywhere and eliminating all the enemies that they can find. Even when the Guardians are in the attendance, they still show up, and you can tell that Mark has a bit of a chip on his shoulder and he's trying to win back the graces of all of humanity, basically, especially considering what happened at the end of the last season with Conquest and him murdering all of those people. Speaking of the Guardians, they have realigned themselves with Cecil as Rudy shoots his shot and, lets him know, like, hey, look, man, like, this guy is a straight up battle war driven, and you need a strategist in the role of leader for this new team. And Cecil promptly shut it down. He told him, hey, look, man, you walked out on us. This is a spot that you're going to have to earn, and I feel like that is going to be a driving force for Rudy throughout the season, just trying to earn that trust back of Cecil and trying to earn his spot back as leader of the team. We cut to another clip of the Sequin aliens down in the sewer, led by the stowaway from last season or a couple seasons ago. But he is hatching a new plan to take over the world, and he has all these Sequins, and they're taking over I think they've been eating the rats down there. So it's pretty funny to see, man, that when he finally hatches his plan and the way they just kind of jump on people and take over their minds, and man, it's pretty ingenious what they're doing. But the Guardians are ready, the world is ready for it. They hatch that barrier to keep them inside, and they do a good job of neutralizing that. Mark is sent off. Him and his girlfriend are sent off to try and figure out what's going on at the power plant with the alien that has flown in, and she's trying to suck up all the electricity. And apparently, and this is something that Mark makes obvious, her motivation behind it is to take the power to save her planet. And Mark says, that's something I've heard before, and Earth seems to get quite a few people that are coming to steal some resource to save their dying planet, and that seems to be a common theme. But she was neutralized by a super punch to the face, and I'm very interested to see what happens with her as the season goes along, because she didn't get killed or anything. She's still alive, so maybe we'll learn more about her true intentions over the next few episodes. But back to the Sequins. They were trapped inside that barrier, and eventually Mark did the unthinkable. He killed somebody. The pressure of them almost bursting through the barrier, and him having, I think Cecil kind of set him up by giving him that transmitter, and we got seconds left until they break, and that pressure, and then him wanted to protect the world, and Mark finally lost it. He ended that Sequin's life, and that ultimately stopped that invasion. So we'll see what kind of impact this has on Mark this season, as he's definitely crossed that line that he didn't want to cross. So we'll see how that affects him this season and affects his view of the world, because Mark's been through a lot, man. He's trying to do what he feels is right, and in the past that hasn't been working for him. So we'll see how that goes and how that ultimately changes his character this season. Mark's girlfriend Eve is falling apart. Anything she touches effectively melts, and Mark finally finds out this season. It started with the coffee, when Eve gave him coffee, and it probably tasted like some kind of melted neutrons or something, but he spit it out, and seconds after she put it down, it disintegrated. So I feel like Eve's losing her power. She can't control it, or maybe it's the next step in her evolution or something. I don't know. I haven't read the comic, so interested to see where this story takes her. As of right now, it looks like she's on the outs of being a hero. So we'll see how that goes. So that's my breakdown of the first episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did Mark cross the line? Did he do what he needed to do? It's going to be a good season, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Invincible is blown up. It changed the superhero genre. So we'll see where it goes. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.